guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you one of the things that I just don't really like about RV living. Living with a large family can be really difficult on a tiny oven. A tiny stove and stovetop just really doesn't work for our family. We've been managing pretty well up until now. Now that we're moved on to the property, we have created a little outdoor kitchen space. It's kind of rickety right now, but because we just threw it together so we could start having some normalcy with our meals and not just opting for convenience foods, not fast foods, not eating out, but just convenience food. We've, over the past year since we've been living in an RV, we've just kind of went from more ready-made, simple things. We've just kind of got in a rut with our diet of just eating the same things over and over. Back home, when we had a normal kitchen and a normal home, but we were always baking our own bread, making everything from scratch. And then living in the RV, it's really changed things because we just don't have the space to do it. We don't have the space to keep the supplies, to keep all the equipment. We know our wheat grinder, because we would grind our wheat fresh and then bake our bread. That just wasn't happening in the camper. So anyway, we have resorted just to buying, we still eat as clean as we can as far as organic breads or sprouted breads, those type of foods, clean foods, but we are going to the grocery store a lot more often than what we used to, or what we want to be, or what we want to be doing. So it just, now having a space to be able to go outside. The only problem with the outdoor kitchen right now is, I'll show you in just a moment. But anyway, getting back to this, love our RV, and we're thankful for it. And I don't want to seem like I'm complaining about what we do have, because I am very, very grateful for what we have. However, just for the family size that we have 7 kids, and we like, we cook a lot, we eat a lot. The kids are always hungry, they're always eating something, so being able to cook enough food to even have leftovers is an issue. The pan that we had to get for the oven here in the RV, we just really had to downsize because nothing else fit. We have to do like 3 batches of baked potatoes when we have to put them in the oven. When we have potatoes, we toast. We don't have a toaster because I don't want to give up the counter space to keep a toaster. So we use our oven for toast. The size that we have to put in the oven, we can only fit like 5 pieces of toast in the oven at a time, and that just doesn't cut it for everyone. So we're constantly just having to eat in shifts, just so that you can eat it while it's hot, and so that we feed everyone. So another plus about using the outdoor kitchen is that we can fry things. It has been so long since we have been able to make potatoes, fried chicken, fried fish, anything just fried. Salmon patties, fish patties, anything like that. But when you do it in a camper, you do it on inside, everything smells. It smells like you've been, no offense, but it's like a gas station deep fryer, greasy smell. Think fast food restaurant. When you start to fry foods in your camper, the smell just never leaves. It's here for days. You shut doors, we open windows, we turn on the vents and the fans, but it's still not the same. I still have to do it on low, and I don't like it. I like to be able to turn their burners up on high, or close enough to high where I know that it's going to get a nice crisp, fried, crispy outside, that delicious fried foods that we all love and enjoy. Now that we're here at the property, we are able to have a full-size stove. We brought it with us from our old home in Kentucky, and it's just been in storage. We've now popped up a canopy, and it's just something really simple, really basic. Fiberglass table, stove. Let's walk outside so we can take a look at it. So here we are, guys. This is it. We've just got a canopy. It's snow covered right now because it is currently snowing. We are below freezing. A lot of underneath here got snow on it. So the downside to having the kitchen outside and having the extra space is obviously the weather conditions. I've been out here in the rain and it's not that bad, but this is the first time I've actually been out in the snow like this. It normally just snows and we patted off the top of the roof there so that it doesn't cave in or cause any problems, any hose or anything. That needs to be swept off right now anyway. Let me go ahead and do that. Just like powder, so it just slides right off. Just want this thing to last me through the winter. Temporary seems to be the theme for this homestead thus far, but things will get better. Okay, so now that that's done, okay, so that did pretty good. So here we've got a couple coolers underneath. Nothing stored in this far, but eventually I do plan on using that for some of the extra kitchen supplies. So I have hooked up just a 100-pound tank. Got an extra one on the next to it there. Don't worry, there's no raging flames that I have to be concerned about when it comes to the barrier between the stove and the tanks. I don't fear that it's gonna jump over and explode or anything like that. However, this is my favorite burner to use, so I just try to stick with the high. The majority of my things will be here, and then on some lower things, a lower flamed pots on this side, and then mainly I just use my oven. This is the biggest pan I could find, and it all the baked potatoes can fit in here, and tons of toast and cookies. I don't have to do 3 batches of cookies. They can all go into the cookie pan at the same time, and we're good to go. So here I've got a fiberglass table on this side that I use for all the prepping of the meals. And so what happens, okay, so the usual way that we do things is I will bring out, prep as much as I can on the inside. If you're wondering that sound, I've got a kitty cat that's running around, and the dog in the background in the kennel is not liking it. Actually, she likes the cats. She just wants to play with the cats. So she's not able to do that right now, so she's making all kinds of noise. But anyway, so this is it. It's a full-size oven under a canopy, hooked up to propane. I shared the power cord for the stove with the pump house light, so every time that I need to use it, I just go unplug the heat lamp, plug the stove in, and then at the end of the day, I just go back and plug it back in. No big deal. And quite nice. The kids can come out here. Well, not all the kids, but my girls come out here and they can make food and not have to worry about working in the little space in the camper. They can just come out here, get away from the little boys, and just have their kitchen day. Awesome. Okay, that's it. This is it. It's just simple. It's basic. It's nothing fancy. Hopefully I will get a more fancy outdoor kitchen once the home build starts. I love cooking outside. I love being able to hear the kids playing while I'm cooking. I love it when they come up and are trying to, sneak bites and want to help and all the things that, little kids like to do. But just to be able to be out here just with the way the mountains look and the trees and just everything about North Idaho is just everything that we've ever dreamed of. We love it here. I can't say that enough. We're just so excited to be here. Okay, so I'm going to get something cooking, and we will catch you guys on the next one.